the big club. Oh, the big club. Oh, the big club. Oh, the big club.
Oh, oops.
Oh, the big club. Oh, the big club.
Oh.
Oh, the big club. Oh, the big club.
Hello, everybody. Hello, my name is Sam, and over there is my friend Greg.
Hello.
And welcome to Home Debate Club. Every week we help you and your family to lead a debate at home at the same time as lots of other people across the country.
And if you're joining us for the first time, we're very pleased to have you just take a moment to read the instructions just to the right of the screen, and they will tell you how to take part. And if you want to comment live, then you need a second phone or tablet or a different tab, and go to Home Debate Club on YouTube. And I mean, are you back at school yet? Let us know in the comments. Are you back or are you still at home? Just let us know in the comments and we will give you a shout out as well. We would love to say hello to you.
Brilliant. Now, when you are getting involved in our debate today, we do have some rules that we'd like to remind you of to get started. Greg's going to pop those on the screen now. And they are to make sure that you listen carefully for instructions that Greg and I might give. Be ready to respond when we ask you to. So you should be thinking right now about responding to Greg's question, and then be kind and keep your comments relevant when you share them. So that's it. And let's check in with Greg, shall we, before we get going? Greg, how are you doing this week?
I'm very good, thank you, Sam. I'm not back at school yet. I don't go to school, actually. I'm too old to go to school, but I'm doing well. How are you?
You shock me, Greg. I'm very surprised. Yeah, I am very well. And hopefully I will be going into some schools very soon. So I'm excited for when that happens. Jeremy, back next week. Good. Hope it goes well. Glad to have you with us this morning. Brilliant. Right, Greg, how do we start Home Debate Club?
With a game. What we're going to play today.
All right, good. I'm excited for today's game. It's fun. So this game is called Build a Storm. We're going to be building a storm together this morning, which is an exciting thing to do. I think it's been really stormy across the UK recently, and it's kind of where the inspiration for this game has come from. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to give you some instructions about how we together build this storm, and then you just need to follow them. I'll show you the actions and the noises for each step. And then you're going to have a go at it at home, in school, wherever you are. And Greg, you're going to do that at the same time. That's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do it. This sounds fun, Sam.
All right. Okay. So these are the actions we need to know. And our storm is going to start off quite quiet, and it's going to build into a big crescendo and get very, very loud. So we start our storm with a gentle breeze. And we do that by rubbing our hands together. You might not be able to hear the noise mine's making, but you will be able to hear the noise yours is making. So this, have a go with me, is our gentle breeze. That's it. Brilliant. Right. So then our next action, we'll keep it going, is the breeze getting louder and stronger. That's it. That's our louder breeze. And then the next thing that happens in our storm is we have some rain. Now, the rain is by tapping our fingers on our palms. That's it. That's the patter of rain. And the next thing, this is an exciting one, is a grumble of thunder. Now, the grumble of thunder happens by stamping our feet.
Oh.
Right. Those are our actions. Have you got them, Greg?
Got them, yeah, that was great. What a storm. What a terrible
That's
storm.
going to be our storm. Now, imagine how many young people are doing this across the country, and we will cause a seismic episode, I'm absolutely sure. So, okay, here comes our storm. Remember the actions, we'll start them together. So, our storm starts with a gentle breeze.
Ooh.
That's it. It's quite calm. But then the breeze gets louder. And we can feel the storm is building. Then the rain starts. We hear a small rumble of thunder. That's it. We have even heavier rain. That's it. Even heavier rain and a louder grumble of thunder. That's it. Now the wind, we're going to do a new one. The wind begins to howl. That's it. That's it. And we have some more thunder. Really loud thunder this time. That's it. Now, heavy rain again, heavy rain. A quieter grumble of thunder. Quieter. Now, light rain. And then some quiet wind. And the storm's gone away.
Ah,
There we go.
what a storm.
That was a big storm. That's our game, guys. I hope you're feeling energized and warmed up. Greg, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I enjoyed that game. Thank you, Sam. It's a bit different from some of the other games. It was, it's nice to be. Well, it's been quite a stormy recently, hasn't it? So it's nice to have our own little storm at Home Debate Club this week.
Fantastic. Well, now we're going to go and cause a debating storm by getting on to what we're up to this week. Actually, before that, a little bit of a roundup. So last week, we asked the question, what do you wish you knew at the start of the pandemic? And it was a fantastic debate. It was really brilliant. The winning idea, you should see it appearing on your screen in a second, was a reminder to go and hug your family as much as possible.
No surprises there, Sam. What a lovely and heartwarming result. I think it was a great debate and well done to everybody who took part.
Yeah, really good. And a big shout out to everybody who sent in their ideas and helped to make it a fantastic debate. We love you sending in your ideas. Keep them coming and we will share them hopefully next week with you. So brilliant. Let's move on.
So this week's debate, it's a very interesting question, Sam. And today's question is being famous a good thing? So, Sam, what do you think this question means?
So I think every student in school at some point gets asked the question, what would you like to be when you grow up? I think increasingly what teachers are hearing is answers like, oh, I want to be famous. And that's really interesting. That's fascinating, I think. And we thought it would be good to have a debate about what it actually means to be famous. Whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, what the different arguments might be to really assess, is it something we should be aspiring to? That's what we're going to be discussing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you, Sam.
Fantastic. Right. So we've got 5 ideas to debate from this week. Now, Greg and I, big shock, and we're not famous. And we're not sure if we've got any famous viewers either. So what we thought we'd do is we get 5 famous people to tell us their opinion on what it's like to be famous, and we're going to debate their options. Sound good to you, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
So our first idea is from Michael Jordan, very famous American basketball player. This is what he had to say about being famous.
The good part of being famous is being able to use your fame to help people. Oh, and there he is there, just doing a bit of basketball.
That's it. I think it's called a slam dunk. Who knows? I'm not very good at it. But yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry. Right, Michael, this is a good idea. And the idea, so if we're going to express it, it's good because you get to use your fame to help people. Maybe it's because you're using your wealth that you've got through being famous, or maybe your influence to help the people you have, or maybe even help strangers. Really good idea. Like that one. Cheers, Michael. Right, our second idea comes from Lady Gaga. That's it. Greg, what's she saying?
Lady Gaga says, I can't think of a single thing that's more isolating than being famous. And what does isolating mean, Sam?
So I guess that means lonely. And that's a really interesting point that she's making there, and a very different perspective. So her answer would be, no, it's not a good thing because being famous can make you quite lonely. And maybe that's because your life is so different to what most people's life is like. And that might make you feel alone. Really interesting idea, that one. Good. It's going well so far. Our third idea comes from a rock star called Rod Stewart. This is what he had to say about being famous.
There is power that comes with being famous. Ooh, okay.
Oh, I mean, it's interesting because he doesn't say what power he means, but I guess we can try and work that out. So maybe it's the power of wealth and having so much money and being able to have and get anything you want at any time. Or maybe it's the power of people who want to know and understand you and maybe like you and do things for you more. Very interesting one, that, Greg. Do you think?
Yeah, I like his haircut as well. Good haircut, Rod.
Yeah, I'm aiming for that by the end of the month. We'll see how I get on. Right. So our fourth option comes from Kirsten Stewart, an actor, and this is what she had to say.
The strangest thing about being famous is that you don't get to give first impressions anymore. Everyone you meet has already an impression of you before you meet. Wow, that's really, I hadn't really thought about that one, Sam. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought this one was fascinating. And so if we were going to express it, it would be Kirsten Stewart thinks it's bad because you never get to give a first impression. And that must be quite difficult, actually. Every time you meet somebody new, you know nothing about them, but they already know so much about you and maybe even have an opinion about you before you get to speak. Maybe that's a difficult thing. Interesting option. Right. And our last one, and we'll summarize them for you in a little while. Our last one comes from a photographer, a famous photographer called Annie Leibovitz. And I thought what she had to say was fascinating. So what is it, Greg?
She says, I'm more interested in doing good than being famous.
Yeah, so this one's a bit different to the others, and I think it's good to have it in our debate. And I guess it's all about to say, well, what is the purpose of your fame? How did you get there? Is it about doing good? So I guess we'd summarize this by saying, no, it's about doing something good. Those are our debate this week. Those are our options. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's some really, it's a difficult question, isn't it? And I think we've got a good range of views, some good so thank you to those famous people that has sent in their ideas to Home Debate Club. Amazing. And so shall I recap what options we've got here, Sam?
Yes, please.
Do that. So just to remind everybody of our 5 amazing options this week, we have is being famous a good thing? 1, yes, you get to help people. 2, no, it can be lonely. Yes, it comes with power. No, people will know everything about you. And our final option, 5, is no, doing good is better than being famous. And as always, there's no right or wrong answers. We just want to help you to explore what you think in your home or classroom or wherever you are.
Now, it's up to us to decide on which of these 5 ideas is the one that we agree with before we start our debate. And so we're going to spend a moment, just 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds. We're going to be silently thinking to ourselves of these 5 options. You can see them on the screen just below us. Which do you agree with the most? Let's just wait.
2, 3.
Brilliant. That's long enough. So hopefully you've decided which one you agree with the most, and you're going to take that into the debate in a second. But how does the debate work, Greg?
So we're going to need someone to lead today's debate. Can't be an adult, just like always. What you need to do is you need to stand up like a teacher. You need to point at the person when it's their turn to speak. Make sure everybody gets a turn. And when the clock hits 30 seconds, then you say this home or this class thinks that, just to summarize and remind everybody which of the options you are going to vote for.
Nice. And if you're not leading the debate, what you need to do is decide on which option you agree with. Hopefully you've done that already. Tell your family, your classmates, the people around you what your opinion is. And then at the end, make sure you're a part of reaching an agreement on which option your group is going to vote for. Now, you guys watching over on YouTube, we love you. We're glad you're there, but make sure you've also got a tab or a separate device open with homedebateclub.com so that your vote can be counted as well. And that's really important.
Okay, so 5 minutes for today's debate, and after the time is up, you will be able to vote. So are you ready? The timer should be appearing any moment. So
Let's
debate.
Right, guys, that's it. Your debate's over. You should have finished. You should know what you are going to vote for, and that's brilliant. So, how do you do that? You need to click on the option, the idea that you agree with, to cast your vote, and you've got 30 seconds to do that from now. Whilst we're waiting for you all to vote, Greg, have you got any good comments you want to share from debates that have been happening around the country?
We've got one brilliant comment that I really, really wanted to. I'm glad you asked, Sam. It's a comment from JM who said that we decided being famous is not a good thing because you'll have no private life and the cameras are constantly on you. If you do something wrong, a lot of people will hate you for it. We've seen with Harry and Meghan when a drone filmed their son in the garden, which is a real violation of Harry, Meghan and their family's privacy. I thought that was a great answer from JM, who's given a really clear example of the kind of bad bits of being famous. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, what a superb answer, and so well articulated, as we've come to expect from JM, to be fair. So well done. That's a really good answer. Fantastic. Which one do you think is going to win very quickly before we announce the results?
Well, I think it's going to be no, doing good is better than being famous. All
right, well, let's find out. Some good replies here. Well done to everybody for getting involved. We hope you had a great debate wherever you are. Here is, you'll see it appearing on your screen any second, the results of the vote. And it's being updated for me too. And the answer, the winning answer is yes, you get to help people. I'm a bit shocked by that. I didn't see that coming. Greg, tell us what you think this means.
I'm shocked. I thought that doing good is better than being famous would win, and that has only got 2 votes. So yeah, very surprised by that. But I guess with great power comes great responsibility. To use a Spider-Man, is that a Spider-Man quote?
I think that's Spider-Man, yeah. Okay. I guess also what maybe lots of young people are thinking is that there are definitely negatives that come with being a celebrity or being famous, but if you get to help people as a result, maybe that's more important.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, great debate and some really good comments that have come in as well. So yeah, thanks to everyone for taking part.
Brilliant. Okay, before we finish, everybody, don't go yet. We need to talk about next week's debate. So Greg, tell us about it.
Okay, so once again, we are telling you next week's debate question, and this is a very hot topic. It's very, very hot. So let me tell you what the debate question is. Should all pupils in the UK wear masks to school? Okay, so this is obviously a big question that's being discussed in the news a lot already. So what we'd love to hear from you is tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about this idea. And we're going to feature the best ideas on the debate. So if you're watching on YouTube, then you can click on the address that I've popped in there. Or if you're watching on Home Debate Club, just scroll down until you see tell us your idea. And there's a big button there. And you can give us tell us what you think about the idea that people should wear masks in school. So we'd love to hear what you've got to say. And let me just give a quick shout out to one comment that's just come in there from Aidan. If you're famous and you use influence to achieve greater good, then that's a positive, but it has negatives because you never have any privacy. Absolutely brilliant comment as well. Great day for the comments. Well done, Aidan. And we'd love to hear what you have to say about next week's question. Should all pupils in the UK wear masks to school?
Yeah, Aidan, or whoever is commenting using your profile, get those brilliant ideas and go down to submit your idea for next week's debate and feature in it, because I'm sure you've got something fantastic to say about this question too, particularly as we're all going back to school and there being a different policy depending upon where you are. Fantastic. Right, lastly then, parents, teachers too, now that you guys are back, we are carrying on with Home Debate Club and we're looking to get as many people involved as possible. If you'd like reminders of what the questions are going to be, about when they're going to take place, and some resources to help you prepare your young people for them, please sign up underneath us at the bottom of the website, and you can put your email in and receive all of those things. And as ever, like and subscribe really helps us. So if you could do that, whoever you are that's watching, we'd really appreciate it. So that's Home Debate Club this week. Greg, should we dance?
Yes.
Good. See you next week.
Bye everyone. See you next week. I I think I'm a better dancer than you, Sam.
The big club.
What?
The big club.
I'm gonna dance anyway.
The big club. The big club. The big club.
Mm.